Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto my channel today, and it gives me great joy to observe you are viewing this video. I am Dr. Olayinka Akanle. I am a lecturer in the university. I am a researcher. I'm a migration expert. On this channel, I do a number of stuff, but all the stuffs I do, you can easily cluster them into four: sociology, research, relationship, and migration. Meanwhile, are you subscribed onto this channel? If no, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and click subscribe on your screen right now. Tap subscribe on your screen right now to subscribe to this channel for wonderful and regular content. I have other videos on migration on this channel. You can view the playlist on migration and some other playlists on the channel. Today, I want to address a very important issue within international migration as people move around and flow across international boundaries. Migration is very good, like I said, like I always say, and it's very important to prepare very well before you move or while moving or while even overseas. So the title of this video today is Very Important Tips to Keep in Mind Before or When Moving Abroad. These tips are very important. If you abide by these tips, which are based on my years of research, my personal experience, and experiences of others that I've interacted with across different places in the world. Number one, you must know that migration, moving abroad, is very risky, very sensitive, and if no appropriate planning was undertaken before moving, it can lead to premium tears, extreme frustration, maximum regret. So that's why I congratulate you for viewing this video so that you are better prepared even as you are moving across the world or you plan to move. Number one is to keep an open mind. It's very important to keep an open mind, to believe that anything can happen, even different from what you have in mind. And this open mind will assist you to be able to adjust, to be able to adapt. So keep an open mind. Don't have a fixed mind to say this is what will happen, this is what must happen. No, keep an open mind to be able to accommodate unexpected developments. So keep an open mind to be prepared for whatever you meet there. If it goes the way you want, fine. The way you plan, fine. If it's going the way you did not plan, be ready to make amendment or adjustment in your program. Number two, please do not be desperate at all. No desperation. Plan very well before you move, and once you have moved, don't be desperate. There are people all over the world that are still mentored today, and some of them planning moving, some of them have moved, and even in their movement, they keep in touch. I've seen that people that are desperate tend to fall into more errors or problems overseas. But those that are not desperate are able to carefully pick their activities and they do better eventually and they succeed over. So don't be desperate about anything and always have plan B. That's another point. If you have a plan, this is the plan you've developed as you want to move across the world. At the same time, have a plan B and say, what if it doesn't go that way? What are you going to do? For example, you want to go for study or you are there for study. If it becomes impossible, what other thing can you do? If you go there for work or if you go there for different things, it doesn't matter what you go there for, what are you overseas for, make sure you have a plan B. Another one is know fully well that it's not all rosy abroad. Many people move abroad thinking that it will solve all their problems. It will make life very easy. It will be their magic wand or their miracle to excellent success. It will be a solution to all their problems. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Even roses do have thorns on them. So even when you move abroad, it's not all roses. Land may not be necessarily as green as you think on the other side. So bear that in mind. So this will assist you to be able to confront all the challenges you are certainly going to have overseas. Some of the challenges will develop. So if you believe everything should be rosy, then you're going to be frustrated. You keep complaining. I have a video on this channel that says, why do people move abroad and begin to complain? Why people complain is part of it, that because they have unrealistic expectation, they are not realistic, and they believe all will be rosy, and necessarily it may not be so, necessarily. So, and do not, forget social media. It's another important point. Forget all those all those fanciful pictures, all those fanciful things people say on social media, and forget all the terrible things people say about social media if I'm moving abroad. Make sure that you don't base all your information on social media. The glitterati, the wailing, the whining, the disappointment on social media, or all the success stories on social media. No, forget social media. Only use social media to gauge your temperature, your strategy, but don't base all your expectations and activities on social media. Forget CNN. CNN will not show you the dangerous parts of the United States or some part of it, or BBC will not show you some ugly part of United Kingdom, So forget CNN effect, forget BBC effect. Be realistic and gather your information and expect the unexpected sometimes. Unexpected in positive terms, unexpected in negative terms. So expect the unexpected and prepare for everything. And prepare for language and culture barriers. You have culture shock, language shock, sometimes even if you speak English. If they speak English overseas, you will suddenly discover that your English is different from what they speak there because of accents. So prepare for accent differences, problems in terms of culture. So the cultural barrier, the accent barriers, so you have to prepare for all of this. And as you are moving, continue to work on your accent. Even in Australia, even though they speak English in Australia, the English speaking in Australia is different from the United States. The one they speak in the United States is different from UK. The one they speak in UK is different from Ireland. Even when you get to Scotland, different version of English. Accent is a different. And slangs are mixed up in some places, especially in the United States. So work on your accent while you are planning to move, and when you have moved, watch movies about those countries or the countries you are moving across or you want to move to, and get familiar with how they speak their own English, even French. Even French. The French in Canada is sometimes from the French they speak in Paris, even in France. So the accents are embedded in all of this. And be clear before you leave. Why are you leaving? Ask yourself, why am I moving? Be clear the reason. Don't move because everybody is moving. Be clear. What are your strategies? What are your goals? And it's very important. And do your research. Very important. Do your research very well. I'm happy you are viewing this video. Certainly it's part of the research you are conducting. Do your research. Get information about rent. Get information about cost of living. Get information about education, especially if you are moving with family. Get information about relationship in the place, get information about weather, get information about exchange rate, get information about the health system, and be realistic as you get this information. It's very important. Get information about employment, get information about immigration policies, get information about the law, and do not be used. Be careful as you are moving across the world. There are migrant smugglers, there are slave drivers. Be careful. I have a video on this channel on, how not to move into modern slavery abroad. So be careful, do not be used. It's very important. Do not be exploited. Be careful and build international friends. Some people will be abroad, all their friends will still be from their continent, will still be from their country. Even sometimes will still be from their ethnic group or ethno-linguistic group. No. Build international networks. Have friends across different countries. This will expose you, open your mind, and enable you to use your social network as social capital when you want it. So build and prepare for cultural shift. Do not get lost overseas. Still try to create a balance. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in the glamour, in the glitterati, in the fun, or even all the problems there. Don't get lost. Maintain focus. You are overseas for a particular reason, for a particular purpose. Make sure you keep that focus in mind, and make sure you move across frontiers and people who can help you. So it's very easy to get lost overseas. Oh, very easy to get all abroad. You see, some people have been abroad for 20, 30 years. Ask them what they have achieved. They can't really say tangible things they have achieved. So they have lost there. Suddenly they just dawn on them and say, oh, wow, I've been in this country for 10 years. I've been here for 20 years, 30 years. But what have they achieved? Nothing. So you have to be focused so that you don't get lost, and create a balance and integrate carefully. Integrate in the country carefully so that you are able, so you don't get lost. At the same time, you can maintain your identity, maintain a balanced identity. If you are Asian, if you are African, if you are Caribbean, you need to still be very careful. Even if you are American or even if you are French or European, it doesn't matter where you are. You have an original identity. You don't have to, as you are integrating, you don't have to lose your identity. Your identity is who you are. So create a balance, integrate, but still maintain a balanced identity so you don't get lost in the system. And maintain good values. It doesn't mean you have to do what they are doing there. So do what they are doing there and maintain good values. Good values are the most enduring thing. So good values are very important. They are global, at the same time very personal. I wish you well as you move, as you plan to move overseas or as you are already overseas. I wish you well and I wish you tremendous success. Click subscribe on this channel. To subscribe now, click subscribe and share the video as widely as possible. Feel free to drop your comments. If you are things you want me to attend to, make sure you drop your comment and I will respond in real time. Till I see you in my next video. Bye for now.